In 30 minutes, broadcasting's finest duo will hit the airwaves. And prepare for the incomparable Opie and Anthony Show. Only a show this big could have a pre-show this good. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Pre-Show with Sam Roberts.
Not just the Opie and Anthony Pre-Show, the Opie and Anthony Super Show Pre-Show. Welcome. We're all excited here. I hope you're excited there. Today's the day. It's Friday. We are live as live can be. 866-WOW1WOW is the phone number. 866-969-1969. Phone lines are wide open. So call up right now to talk about maybe some of the stuff that went down yesterday and some of the stuff you're excited about today. Everybody's running around. We got a lot going on today. Super Show 2. If you remember, Super Show 1 is what ended 2013 for Opie and Anthony, and it went so well, they couldn't get 6 weeks into 2014 before they demanded another one. But we're going to deliver today. It's going to be good. There are engineers in the studio right now giving the thumbs up. That's a good sign.
Not that E-Rock's in there.
Well, E-Rock's in there with him. I can't be because I'm doing this. I'm here with you. 866-WOW1WOW. 866-969-1969. Denny is going to be the party starter once again, the pre-show party starter. He's in there setting up. He's got all his DJ equipment with him. Some of your favorite freaks. Some of the Hall of Fame knuckleheads are going to be here. You know, that's what we call the fans these days, knuckleheads, thanks to MC Search. The knuckleheads are going to be here. Some hot girls are going to be here from Penthouse magazine. Rich Voss is going to be here. DJ Who Kid is going to be here. What a show we have in store for you today. The Super Show games we'll be playing. I don't even want to get into everything we'll be doing. I want a lot of it to be a surprise. But it'll be like nothing that you've ever heard before, which is especially impressive because, you know, we've had a Super Show recently. Let's talk about what happened yesterday. Again, this pre-show is all about what's going to happen today and what we can learn from yesterday. Yesterday was huge. Sal, don't laugh at me.
What?
The best way that you can learn about what's going to happen is to learn from your history. That's why we highlight things on the pre-show. Yesterday was a wild show. You know, 2014 has already been full of remarkable moments for the Opie and Anthony Show. I mean, just in the last week alone, you're talking about Ricky Gervais and Joe Rogan in studio together, meeting for the first time. You're talking about Pat Cooper coming in this week and wowing everybody. And now another Super Show. Holy Toledo. Plus what happened yesterday. Real quick, let's go to Lee in Illinois. What's up, Lee?
Hey, I was just wondering if you could give us a little rundown what the Super Show is going to have. You know, who's stopping by, what's going down, what's on the schedule, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's going to be a big one. I'll get into that in a minute, actually. Stay tuned for that. That's me hyping something on the pre-show, on the show, to hype the show. First, I want to get into what happened yesterday. We were talking about remarkable moments, and we, of course, have brought 90 Day Fiancé to the Opie and Anthony Show. It's one of the best shows on TV. I've only heard good things from all the people at home, all the O&A fans that are now watching the show. Pau is a Colombian woman who's on the show. A guy from Oklahoma, I guess, met her online and flew her to Oklahoma on a 90-day visa. And the story is if they don't get married within the 90 days, she has to go back home. The other story is on the show, the guy that flew Pau in, his name is Russ, appears to be, as we say on the Opie and Anthony Show, a bit mysterious. Now, that could be TV editing. I don't know. But Pau appears to be the human incarnation of a sex doll. So it makes for an amazing dynamic. And we had, you talk about remarkable moments, Pau and Russ from 90 Day Fiancé on the phone yesterday. One of the best interviews that O&A have done, especially this year, maybe of all time. Just hilarious, uncomfortable, everything you would come to expect. Everybody, Opie, Anthony, and Jim, they all came together. It's beautiful when the synergy works on this show. Opie, Anthony, and Jim all came together yesterday during this phone call, and they all played their roles perfectly. It was really funny. Russ, first of all, we talked to Pau. They were on separate phone lines, and we talked to Pau for 10 minutes before we even picked up the phone for Russ. But when we finally did, we talked to Russ about his preference in women. Sal, let's go to track 9 from yesterday.
Should we ask Russ some questions?
I guess
we
we'll
gotta
have,
ask Russ some questions.
We're going to put Russ on the phone with you.
Oh, hi, Russ.
Oh, here's the dude. Here I am.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hi, Russ.
Russ.
How are you, sir?
I don't know. My balls bust is what it is.
Well, you got to understand, Russ. We're a few guys here.
Yeah, we're men. You know.
And we're looking at your fiance on the show.
Pow.
And we really wanted to talk to her because she's very attractive and seems fun and everything like that. How do you find Pal? You like her a lot? You're in love actually with her?
Oh, she's like a dream come true, fantasy, you know.
Oh yeah.
Always had a little thing for Latino women.
Oh, you have.
Too bad it's missing a part.
Oh man. Yeah, she's very, very beautiful.
That little Opie line was just the beginning. And it's one of those things where even though he's saying it quietly, and even though no one is acknowledging it, anybody who's called into the radio show before knows that you're hearing every word. There's no doubt that Russ heard Opie say that and know exactly what he was talking about. The jokes didn't stop there. Let's move to track 11. And they were talking about, there's a scene on this show when Russ takes his Colombian bride that he met online, Pau, to a restaurant there in Oklahoma, and they eat deep-fried calf testicles. I guess it's a delicacy there. But he brings her to the restaurant, and they do a whole thing, and they all think it's funny and cute. Well, Opie and Anthony had a different take on it when they had these two on the phone yesterday.
Hey, Russ, why'd you make her eat balls?
Oh, right.
So disgusting.
Russ?
Well, I don't know. It was one of those, I saw the menu and I thought, this will be interesting.
Oh, yum.
Oh, no. Did you like it? Did you like to eat balls? I don't like
Well, not me. Not me personally.
No. We absolutely don't like eating
Not
balls.
me personally. What did Russ throw him up on the bridge of his nose?
I love when Anthony does it because Anthony, like Opie, is the king of just getting his little shots in and being able to have deniability. Like you come back to him and he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. What? I didn't say anything. I thought we were all just having fun. Whereas Anthony would just be the loudest guy in the room going, what, you want him on the bridge of your nose? You get it? Like balls in a dick? And Russ is like, sir, you're removing subtleties. You're making this very hard for me to ignore it. But as it goes with the Opie and Anthony show, as they kind of move in to destruct something like this, to destruct it, as they move in to destroy it, they will not stop. If you're not acknowledging it, like the old saying is that if a bully is bothering you, you ignore him and he'll go away. And that doesn't work with the Opie and Anthony show. On the Opie and Anthony show, the bully gets louder and more abrupt. As the jokes continued even further, let's go to track 12.
Yeah, I think the editing is, the editing of the program and how they've done it did kind of, paint a certain picture that probably isn't as accurate as
right. What, Russ,
as you would think.
Well, actually, that was my idea on.
Yeah,
but, there are a lot more. There's some pretty nasty things in Colombia you can eat.
Sure.
Like you heard her talking about bacon.
Like vaginas, right, Russ?
Because Sosa said so.
Like that time, Opie's giving up any semblance of subtleties and asking Russ to agree with him on the idea that vaginas are gross. It got better. It just kept going with these two. The phone call lasted an hour and a half, I think. If you missed any, it probably was more like 45 minutes. But if you missed any of it, of course, we're going to be replaying it on the weekend. The full shows rerun throughout the weekend, and we do a best of the week weekend nights, so you'll be able to hear it then, and it's on demand at SiriusXM.com. I would recommend it. They were also, I guess, they're used to doing interviews. They're like for cutesy radio shows, because on TLC, it's like a cutesy show. And these cutesy radio shows will just go along with whatever storyline these two are feeding them. When it comes to Opie and Anthony, they will not go along with anything. So Pal was on the phone trying to say that the 90 days that they have before they have to get married are still going because it's on TV, as if the TV show was live, as if it wasn't filmed months and months ago. obviously during the summer because they're all wearing tank tops. They started insisting they were married. Let's go to track 10. Yeah.
So congratulations on the marriage. That's awesome.
What?
What? The show's over, and they got married, right?
Not yet. No.
He's not fessing to anything.
Show's still on.
Yes. No.
Still on.
I've seen all the episodes. Congratulations, Russ and Pow. What are we going to make believe we don't know they got married?
Oh, geez.
What's up?
I don't know. Keep watching. I haven't seen them all.
No, I saw all the episodes because we're big radio stars. They gave us all the episodes.
Show's still on.
Lucky. We'll see.
Maybe there was someone different.
Yeah, see, Pow is weird because Pow from Colombia, who doesn't even speak English all that well, is like more media trained than this guy Russ because they're trying to keep up this illusion that, oh, they might not be married right now. And Opie is just saying, yeah, of course you're married. The show's over. It's been over. Well, we have a crack research team here at the Opie and Anthony show, and we found a newspaper called Tulsa World that lists the newlyweds in Tulsa. And I guess the producers of the show didn't think to not tell the newspaper because the announcement that these two got married 4 months ago was all over the internet. We pushed them a little further on it. Go to track 13.
Did we cover all the questions?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, just the question about Tulsa World, I guess, is a big like news.
Oh, right. Well,
Do you guys know Tulsa World or something like that? What is that?
It's a big news website in Tulsa.
They're a newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh.
They just post the marriages local.
They post the marriages.
boy.
Wow. Well, you know, we'll just leave it at that. We don't know.
Cat's out of the bag now, isn't it?
What he certainly is. Cat's out of the bag. Oh, boy.
Yeah, the cat was. Wait.
Oh, shit.
The cat couldn't breathe or something.
I don't even know what that means. The cat couldn't breathe. Russ had to be sitting there going, what show is this that we're calling into? But I do wonder, since Pow was trying to keep this up so much, if she's not, what are you, stupid? You're not supposed to say that we're married. Oh, my God. There's so much going on right now. The interns are running around. It's the Super Show. 866-WOW-1-WOW is the phone number. 866-969-1969 to call into the Opie and Anthony pre-show. Just about 17 minutes before the Opie and Anthony Super Show 2 starts. And there was a lot of controversy about how the Super Show was going to go down. Of course, we did the Super Show last time, and it was right before Christmas. And one of the highlights was bringing people. Taylor from Cosmo Radio did a show where she opened her doors up to anybody at Sirius XM. And one of the highlights was bringing our knuckleheads, as they're called now, into her studio. We don't have that anymore, but we have a whole other set of games. We're taking this in a whole other direction. But many of your favorite people will be at the Super Show today, just as they were a month and a half ago. There was some controversy, though, because Lady Di has become a favorite amongst O&A fans. And I don't mean a favorite person because everybody hates her. I mean a favorite person to watch crumble. A favorite person to hear be abused. Even people in my life, nice people, average people, people that don't listen to a show like this, will turn the show on, and they'll hear Opie, Anthony, Jim, me at times, being horribly mean and cruel to Lady Di. And she's the only person that I've never heard anybody feel sympathy for. My mother doesn't mind when we bring up the fact that the father of Lady Di's child put himself in front of a train, as Lady Di said on the last Super Show, killed himself by putting himself in front of a train. We make fun of this woman because her ex-lover committed suicide by jumping in front of a train. And nobody who listens to Lady Di for more than 5 minutes has ever felt bad for her. Well, 2 days ago, this was Wednesday, I started getting messages from her saying, I'm not going to come to the Super Show on Friday. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there. And I'm messaging her back like, what? A month ago, you told me you were going to be here. I've been checking. I check in with this chick every 3 days because she's an alcoholic and a wreck, and she's completely untrustworthy. But I check in with her like every 2 or 3 days just to remind her, hey, don't forget, you're coming in. You're coming in. Well, 2 days before the show starts, Lady Di gives me a call. a message on Twitter. I'm not giving her my phone number, and tells me I'm not going to make it in. So let's hear. We called her on the air yesterday to get to the bottom of exactly what the fuck she was talking about. Let's go to track 7 from yesterday.
Lady Di, what's up?
Hi, how's everything? We're not going to be in the studio tomorrow, okay? I just want to let you know, and I'm sorry that we disappointed you, but we're not going to be there tomorrow.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed Lady Di.
Yeah, she'll never
while
be
she was
show
on
again.
while she was on the show.
And honestly, if she doesn't show up today, she may get a permanent ban from the show, because that's like you don't want to inflate her ego to the point to say, well, we can't do a show without you, Di. But when you commit to doing something like this, it's a super show. You need all the elements. Once you start plucking out elements, you're starting to feel hollow. Of course, we can do a show without her, but we're planning a super show. We have all this stuff in the works. We have a certain celebrity who's a fan of the show, apparently, who's going to be coming in here today, and I guess is looking forward to meeting Lady Di. And this is a big celebrity. You guys are going to be very excited when you hear this. But we had to get Lady Di back on the phone. I believe she called us back because we hung up on her yesterday after what you just heard.
All right, well, let me call her up, explain the situation to her.
There's no
What? Yeah,
situation.
big birthday
wait,
party.
put it
What
on
are you
pause.
going to
March.
explain to her, Lady Di?
Put it on pause. This is what was going on. See, I didn't know when Ibra gave me a track list. I forgot which track this was because he wrote, Lady Di explains what's wrong with Mario.
Mario, yeah.
And I didn't know who Mario was. I was like, I don't remember her bringing up Nintendo whatsoever. Marion is who we were talking about. So Marion is, of course, Lady Di's partner in crime. And it was supposed to be Lady Di and Marion coming in. So she started saying that Marion is sick, and that's why she's not coming in. So we got her back on the phone to explain exactly what was wrong with Marion.
All right, well, let me call her up, explain the situation to her.
There's no
Yeah,
situation.
big birthday party.
What are you going to
March.
explain to her, Lady Di?
And what kind of sickness does she have?
Yeah.
Oh, no. She just had like a stomach virus or something.
Oh, Jesus. Imagine her on a toilet.
Honey, I need more toilet paper.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I'm wiping my ass. It's still fucked up.
She's on a cordless phone like Gordon Gekko used to use.
Just clogging the pipes. Ugh.
So we're sitting there going, I don't care if Marion is on the shitter or not. We'd love to see Marion. If she can't come in, Di, you have to come in. You have to. So we got some conclusion. This was the final word that we got from Lady Di yesterday in reference to today's Super Show.
So Lady Di is back on the phone, and we got the Super Show tomorrow. It's sponsored by IHateStevenSinger.com. And you, out of nowhere, decide you weren't coming in tomorrow with Marion. And so we basically said, if you don't come in tomorrow, you're pretty much dead to us. So you said you would call Marion and reconsider. And so now you're calling us back to discuss this further. So I would assume at this point you have talked to Marion, who said she has this stomach
Shut
bug.
up a minute.
And we were suspicious of that because she has the stomach bug, but she's at work today. So we're thinking that the stomach bug, it can't be that bad. So if she could go to work, why wouldn't she come in here tomorrow so we can wish her happy birthday, even though the show's not about her birthday, but it would be a side thing. And maybe we would even get some kind of cake for Marion and the big birthday. But certainly that's not why we're bringing everyone together for Super Show 2. Thank you.
Listen to me. I am going to the show tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
I will be there tomorrow, okay?
Cool.
Nice. Now, why?
Thank you, Lady Di.
Why the changed of clogged heart?
I don't know what the answer was, but I don't want to get everybody too excited. Because I've been in this little closet studio that we broadcast the O&A pre-show out of every day. I haven't heard of any of our guests checking in just yet. I'm sure they'll be here. I have every faith that they will be here. However, I got a message last night from Lady Di, not only confirming her appearance on today's Super Show, that she confirmed, but I don't even know if you know this yet, Sal. She told me She is bringing Marion with her.
Oh,
she is bringing Marion. That's what she told me yesterday. She is bringing Marion with her.
Awesome.
And as far as I know, and if I'm wrong, as I have been many times before, you can blame Lady Di on this one. But Lady Di is bringing her partner in crime, Marion, to the Opie and Anthony show. And that's something I'm looking forward to seeing. Because the last time Lady Di and Marion were together, I believe it was in the summer in studio. That was the show. That was their big return to the Opie and Anthony show in studio. That was the show that Lady Di had a clear discharge come out of her vagina while she was in studio. That's still been unexplained. All we can predict is that it was female ejaculate, and she was just very excited to see the guys. But that was also the day that Opie filmed one of his YouTube videos with Lady Di and Marion and DJ Who Kid in the elevator. And Marion started dropping the N-word and got very, very upset that the video got posted. So it'll be interesting to see if she still is butthurt over that. Let's go to Joe in Philly. It's the O&A pre-show. 866-WOW-1-WOW. 866-969-1969 is the phone number to call. How's it going, Joe?
Sam, what's up, you silly fuck? How you doing, buddy?
Good, buddy.
I have one request. I've been a fan for a long time. I've never asked for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please, and I know you have the ability, can you please start a fight, like an argument between Bobo and that dude Bill? Please, please, I'll do anything.
Just, Bill is a weirdo. That'd be a good call. I don't think Bill's coming in today. I don't think we're going to see Bill, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would love to see this old, retired, burly, whatever he does, government worker getting into a fight with Bobo. Bobo will be here. The retarded Laverne and Shirley, Lady Di and Marion will be here. Mike Pachetti will be here. Stalker Patty scheduled to be here. A who's who of what the fuck is that will all be here on the Opie and Anthony Super Show today. Now, speaking of super shows, yesterday we were talking about super groups, weren't we? Apparently, we've been the only show forever to talk about Supergroup Asia. I guess it's gotten back to them that Opie has single-handedly rejuvenated what little career they have left. And Supergroup Asia is reuniting. And Opie, I love this. He actually had to break character when talking about this group yesterday. Here's Opie bringing up Supergroup Asia returning to the stage.
Ooh, speaking of super.
Supergroup?
Well, the first supergroup, of course, is Asia. Everyone knows that by now.
Asia.
And, boy, did I get a lot of tweets yesterday because...
People that are big fans?
Well, Asia's coming out with a new album and the whole Twitterverse.
Oh, was it light?
Oh, boy, they had to tell me. Asia's going to have an album out in March.
Why? Why? That's my question to them.
Well, I can't front. I mean, what is that going to sound like?
What is that going to sound like? Indeed?
What is it called again? It's a weird name.
Of course it is.
The fuck is the name of the Asia album?
Back After a Bunch of Years?
Back After a Bunch of Years. Yes, that's the first single, I think.
I mean, who could possibly care about Asia at this point? And we got a very telling phone call. A caller called in who I guess had just recently seen Asia at the Count Basie Theater in Long Island, which I think is like a, 2,000 seat venue, if that. Maybe a lot less than that. Actually, I think it's like 1,000 seats. But he called in to talk about his experience seeing Asia. That's track 5.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I'm not alone.
Yeah.
You enjoy
the first Supergroup Asia. That's great. Great to hear.
So when they came out, I heard they were touring or whatever, and I think it was 2006.
8 years ago.
Yeah, and I immediately got. I'm like, I got to get tickets to these guys.
Front row was available.
What arena were they playing in 2006?
Arena?
Yeah, they're a supergroup. They play nothing
Arena
but
rock,
arenas.
yeah.
Where'd you see him?
Well, that's the funny thing. Down in Red Bank at the Count Basie Theater, which I think holds maybe 800 to 1,000 people.
No, it's a little more than that.
All right, they decided to do one of those intimate shows.
I'm sure it wasn't sold out.
Yeah, even like U2 and other bands have done that from time to time. Bruce Springsteen does that.
Was it sold out?
And I'm sure they went right back to arenas after that show.
Right.
Well, the answer was cut off on that clip, but no, it was not sold out. The caller called up and said there were about 500 people there. Let's go to wrong button. Let's go to Anthony in Queens. Anthony, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Super Show pre-show.
Good morning, it's Samuel Robert.
Good morning, Anthony.
What time you got, brother?
I got 25 after the hour, only 5 minutes before the Opie and Anthony Super Show 2 begins.
I can't wait. I'm thinking I'm going to take the day off today.
Take the day off. You know what I mean? It's not after you. First of all, you're going to want to hear every minute of the O&A Super Show. And second of all, when 10:30 comes and you realize the Super Show is over, you're going to want to listen to the post show as we wind everything down. And then you'll realize the day is simply not going to get any better.
You make a very clear point, Sam.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marco in Texas.
Hey, Sam. Hey, what's that guy's name that calls in? He's a comedian. Is it Bob Levy?
Bob Levy.
Bob Levy. Hey, get him to call in today and trash Lady Di. I love when he calls in and totally smashes her on the phone. It's great.
I have no doubt that Bob Levy's voice will be heard on the phone to the Opie and Anthony show today.
Great. I look forward to it.
Thanks, buddy. Let's go to Ralph in Ohio. What's up, Ralph?
Yo, man, I don't know if you guys know this or not. I mean, this is crazy. I know Opie and Anthony's like the only one balls enough to even say anything about it. But they're advertising a day of remembrance on that Jamie Foxx channel, the Foxhole, for Trayvon Martin on the Opie and Anthony channel. With Anthony's take on Trayvon.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is weird advertisement placing, but that's probably just a company-wide ad, I would assume. Let's go to Mike in Florida. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Sam. Nice to talk to you on the pre-show. Looking forward to the Super Show today. I have a question about your Not Sam shirts, man. I'm a fat slob like the average listener, and I was wondering if you get any, like, 4X shirts in that we could order.
I will. I'll order them.
All right, man. Definitely cool. I'll check the website if you get them.
Thanks, buddy. You got it, Mike. He's talking about the shirts I put on Twitter last night, not Sam. But that's not important. Roland's in the studio trying to figure everything out. Bobo, we got a text from Bobo. Okay, Bobo says, on my way to the show, the bus took forever to arrive. Bobo is en route, ladies and gentlemen. Now, yesterday there was a nice moment for me on the Opie and Anthony show, and it brought me back to my childhood. Let's play track 6. The guys were talking about strategies in stealing porno magazines out of magazine stores.
I remember being in the stationery store watching the mirrors, just waiting for my opportunity. And the guy finally, I was the only person in the store. He got bored and went in the back quickly or toward the back. And I took the sprint for freedom with that Playboy, man. Oh, my God. And I had that for years, that particular Playboy.
I used to do the move where I do the slow walkout. And I would stop at the door and be like I was interested in something because I wanted him to think if he was stealing something,
he wouldn't be stopping.
He'd be running out of here, not sauntering to the doorway.
That takes balls.
It was a good strategy.
You got to keep your cool.
You got to keep your cool. You can't crack under that pressure.
Oh, there would be no way I would be able to do that move.
Yeah, but
no
you had to pretty much know he didn't see you doing it.
Right.
So, but I always thought if I made it look too obvious, like I was walking out. I still, to this day, do that move out of some type of guilt. When I go into some place, realize very quickly they don't have what I need, so I turn around and leave right away.
Then people say, come back, Anthony, it's your first meeting.
It's going to be okay.
They don't have what I need.
We just got a call on the phone from Bo. By the way, who hasn't, at some point in their lives, didn't steal porno magazines as a kid? Bobo! Call ended. He can't even work his own phone. Well, I promise you the Bobo will be here. My friends used to all steal porno magazines from the store. I never actually stole them, but then they would steal the porno magazines and get afraid that their moms would catch them, so they would just give them to me. And then I would find a place to hide them in my house. Listen, Opie and Anthony are just the best at doing those reminiscing stories and making them funny. Because most of us, when we tell stories from our childhood, we think they're funny. And they're absolutely not funny to anybody except us who lived through them. Opie and Anthony are the kings at making it funny for everybody. Here we go. The Super Show is about to begin. We got tissues in the studio. We got tarps laid out. Yes, there are tarps laid out across the floor of the studio. That's just a little taste of what's to come. Opie and Anthony are in. Voss will be here soon. DJ Who Kid will be here. Bobo will be here. Expectations of Lady Di and Marion. Mike Bichetti. Stalker Patty, and a whole lot more. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself, because the Opie and Anthony Super Show begins now.